Today I got this in the mail, which is a beautiful second-hand high spirits flute in the key of G. And it's got a backstory that I thought I would share with you guys out there who are following the channel, just to inspire you, because that's what we do. My students inspire me, and so now hopefully you can get inspired. This flute was owned by Mark, just down in Sydney, and he's just not fluting with it as much. And so he was looking around and wanted to try a Peruvian Quenna, found my website and reached out to me, and we had a bit of a back and forward about the flute and how it's different to the Native American style flute, being a splitting edge flute, meaning that there's no fipple. So I just showed him how I play it and gave him a sound sample, and he was stoked and wanted to buy it. But he also mentioned that he had this that he was trying to sell on eBay. So we ended up doing a trade, and how that worked was Mark posted me this, which I got today, and I inspect it, and it's in really good condition. It plays beautifully. And so then I have posted him out a Quenna to get him going. So it just means that the circle gets to keep going around. So if you do have a flute that's sitting on a shelf, there's a couple of things that I thought I would suggest to you to consider. If it's sitting on the shelf because you're feeling self-conscious when you're playing it and you're not happy with the way that you're sounding, please consider checking out some of my other videos and my tutorials. You might want to bang on to the Haitch music website and do the Introduction to Native American Style tutorial, which gives you a really solid foundation of how to play these flutes with ease. And that's really the goal, to give you a beautiful playing experience. If you're sort of a bit over the single chambered style of flute, I do have these Australian made bamboo drone flutes, which are a moderate price point that you could trade something like a single chambered flute for as well. And then if you wanted to take your playing to the next level, you could Quenna it, which is a spitting watermelon seeds sort of embouchure. So you're going to have to work on your mouth a little bit more. It's not as easy as just blowing air down the Native American flute, but you do get different types of notes on this one. You can play different styles of scales, and you've got 2 octaves. So you can play up a lot higher than you can play on the Native American flute. So if you're a student of mine, or you're not a student of mine yet, and you wanted to explore any of these options, just feel free to hit me up on my website or on Facebook. We'll end up having a chat on the phone and just seeing what's going on for you and sort of decide what's a good thing for you to do. Also, if you do have what I would call a budget flute like this one, which is just not ornate, it's a perfect starter flute. This is the style of flute to be learning on. Great hole spacing, nice voice and projection, just a solid flute, but no fancy bells and whistles. Of course, you could also approach me and say, look, I want a nicer flute now. I really like Native American flutes. I want one in walnut with some turquoise. What have you got? Will you give me some money towards that? Yes, of course. And if you're nowhere near me and you feel like that's too difficult, why not pop down to your local music shop or wherever you purchased from and talk about trade again, so that if you've got an unused item, it can find its way to a student, which is what this flute will do now. It will become available at my next workshop for prospective students that are looking to buy in and experience Native American style flute playing for themselves. So thank you to Mark for contributing this back into the community so that we can continue to grow the flute family. So if you like what I'm saying and you've been following along, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop me a comment, say hi, and if there's anything I can do for you, just reach out. Hope you're having a great day. Hey Arthur.